On Wednesday evening's edition of Weather for Weather Geeks. Hope you had a good one today. Our weather was pretty gloomy once again, November malaise, if you will. We did have a little bonus sunshine right around midday in parts of the area. That allowed temperatures to rise a little bit higher than I thought they would today, but that sunshine didn't last long. We did 45 at the airport with that sun at 11:03 a.m., and then once the clouds thickened back up, temperatures sort of flatline between 42 and 44. 37 was where we started this morning. No snow, of course, today, and we are not expecting any accumulating snow anytime real soon. So all things considered, not a bad day today. Not quite as gloomy as yesterday, but still not very much in the way of sunshine. All right, November has not gotten the memo about 2019, which of course has been very, very warm. Before this month, March was the only month so far in which temperatures were below the average for the entire month. But this month, 8.1 degrees below average, a big-time deficit so far in November. When you look at the daily temperatures compared to average, the story is even more clear here. Look at all these cooler-than-average days we've had so far in November, and compare that to all these recent months, hardly any blue bars, taking us back towards late spring, early summer. This stretch kind of compares a little bit to early March and late January, although this stretch of below-average temperatures has lasted longer than those cold snaps we had earlier on this year. So November has been quite something. All right, visible, or I should say infrared satellite picture this evening shows our cloud deck, our stratus and stratocumulus deck, trying to break up a little bit. These brighter whites, that's our cloud deck, sort of shrinking a little bit. The sky may go partly cloudy for a handful of hours tonight before clouds thicken up again later on tonight into tomorrow morning. This is our next weather maker out here across the middle of the country. This is what's going to spread clouds back in and some precipitation coming back towards our area as we go through our Thursday. Not first thing in the morning, but as we get into mid to late afternoon, scattered showers. That chance for scattered showers continues into the night. Now, this isn't going to be much rain. All of our models showing generally under a quarter of an inch, even closer to a tenth of an inch worth of rain later tomorrow into tomorrow night. So again, this is not going to be all the rain in the world, but this will come with a cold front tomorrow night, and behind that front, a much different day on Friday. Not so much in the cloud cover sense. It's still going to be pretty cloudy, but a much cooler day. After hitting 50 tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, we'll be in the 30s for Friday afternoon. Might see a little late day sunshine, but overall the clouds are the flavor of the day on Friday. We'll start with a little perhaps milky sunshine Saturday. High deck of clouds will gradually lower and thicken as this moisture spreads our way, and we've upped our rain chances in Saturday's forecast. Now, not so much in the morning, but as we get into the afternoon. Now, YSU wraps up the season with a noon kickoff against Illinois State at the Ice Castle on Saturday. Dry start, but I think rain chances will increase during the course of the game, and especially during the second half. We might see some wet weather around parts of the area. Temperatures will struggle on Saturday up into the lower 40s at best. All right, last evening I showed you an animation of the European model next week in the run-up to Thanksgiving and how it had a big area of low pressure up across the upper Midwest in a rainy period right before Thanksgiving. I'm going to back up today's animation. Today's European, I'm not buying just yet. It's changed its tune quite a bit on the placement of the area of low pressure, the intensity, the precipitation type. You know, if you took this literally now, if you just took the European at face value, which you should never do with any model a week out, but just for argument's sake, face value, this would be a rain changing to wet snow situation on Wednesday. Probably non-impactful snow showers, but still pretty windy and not a very nice day. But yesterday's run had a big area of low pressure on Wednesday up here across the northern Great Lakes and tons of isobars around it. The European today has a weaker low and much closer to us. Now, I will tell you the GFS model is much more like yesterday's, both European and GFS, with that stronger upper lakes low on Wednesday. I think I still kind of favor a slower, farther west idea. The bottom line is it's probably going to be fairly windy on Wednesday. It's probably going to try to rain some, but I really don't think at this stage of the game that we have too many concerns with any snow for travelers right before Thanksgiving, and the weather should be quiet as we kick off that long holiday weekend. Hard to believe Thanksgiving is a week from tomorrow. Actually, Thanksgiving is as late this year as it ever gets. November 28th is the latest Thanksgiving ever is. So, while it seems like it's sneaking up on us, it's actually pretty late this year. All right, kind of a neutral pattern as we go into the longer range, the 8 to 14 day outlook here for the period from Thanksgiving onward into early December. I think chilly air will make its presence known quite often. Don't see much of a warm-up coming Also don't see a return of the kind of temperature anomalies that we had earlier on this month during the last week of November, last few days of November, and the first handful of days of December. So if you're not a fan of the kind of abnormal cold we had earlier this month, that pattern may not be too bad for you. If you're hoping for a really cold and really snowy pattern, it's probably not your pattern through at least the first part of December. That'll do it for me tonight. Thanks as always for checking out Weather for Weather Geeks. I'll see you back here on Thursday.